I used AI tools to copy a SaaS, making $16,000 in 7 days. Without writing a single line of code, I replicated Dreamchanted, a platform that's generating serious revenue right now. This wasn't just a simple landing page. I copied every feature, connected Stripe to make money right away, and built a complete business using just one AI tool. The most powerful coding tool available today did all the heavy lifting. What would normally take a development team weeks and thousands of dollars, I accomplished in days with zero coding experience. In this video, I'll show you exactly how I did it, step by step, so you can build your own profitable SaaS without hiring developers or learning to code. Let me show you how. Getting started on any project like this always brings a mix of excitement and uncertainty. You've got the idea, the reference, and the vision, but turning that into something that actually works, that's where the real process begins. Let's start by telling the agent to help us build a SaaS web application similar to Dreamchanted. I will include the reference link and lay out all the essential requirements. The app needs to be responsive with a modern, user-friendly interface. I'm going to highlight the key components: a landing page with a hero section featuring transformation preview animation, a CTA to upload a photo and choose a style. Style tiles like anime, ninja, cartoon, and elemental, plus the testimonials or example grid. I will also detail what the upload interface should look like: a clean card with drag and drop or click to upload, and style selection through buttons or icons. For the payment part, let's ask for either a Stripe checkout overlay or an unlock styles page. And for the results page, I want a side-by-side before-after preview with a download function. To tie the entire design together, I think it's also good to suggest a specific color palette and include the exact hex codes to guide the styling. The background should use a soft gray violet with a mystic purple-blue primary accent to give the interface its own unique personality. For contrast, I add a rosy pink secondary color, and buttons and hover states are styled with a deeper violet, while creamy white gold highlights to bring a soft warmth to the interface. For the text, I'll go with a dark gray tone for clear readability throughout. We will also need to integrate the OpenAI API to generate the animated images, then ask the agent to apply all of these requirements. After scanning the initial setup and app prototype created by the agent, everything looks solid for me. The UI and structure come together as expected. However, the image previews being displayed are just random images. Since the goal is to give users an accurate idea of what their transformed photos might look like, I want to improve that. To fix that, I am now going to follow up with another prompt, pointing out that the images don't match the intended styles. None of them look anime inspired, ninja inspired, or anything close. Let's clarify that anime images should be Ghibli inspired, ninja should be Naruto inspired, cartoons should look like The Simpsons, and elemental should follow the avatar style. I'll refer the agent back to the website for reference and ask to apply those changes. There are some improvements now to the displayed images after that. With the visual style becoming more aligned, we can now move on to the core functionality: uploading a user image and transforming it using one of the 4 style options. That's when an issue comes up. The app isn't handling errors properly, and even after selecting an image to upload, the interface doesn't visibly reflect that anything has been uploaded, although a message box below confirms it. I'll prompt again, and this time I will point out that the image isn't displaying properly and that the transformation feature doesn't work for any style. After this, the UI displays the uploaded image correctly and it is ready for transformation. I am now going to transform the image into each of the 4 styles, and the ninja transformation returns an error. Let's prompt again to flag the issue and add more visual context for the styles to improve the prompting process going forward. Following that, another issue occurs with the ninja transformation. It continues to fail and displays this message: transformation failed. We couldn't process your image. Please try again with a different photo or style. I'll send another prompt to fix the ninja transformation and to address any related problems. The anime and cartoon options are working well at this point. Then I can see another recurring issue here. The download button doesn't appear on the results page once once the transformation is complete, making it impossible to save the generated image. I also test uploading a high-resolution image, but the app can't handle it. Whenever I attempt to transform a larger image, the system throws an error saying the file is too large to process. This indicates that the app isn't currently equipped to handle larger image files. So I reiterate the issue in another prompt and request a fix. Once the foundation of the app is in place, the next step is to get everything functioning smoothly. And that means testing, identifying bugs, and refining features until the experience feels polished and reliable. The first issue I want to tackle is a persistent transformation error. Whenever I try to generate an image using the Ninja style, the app fails and throws a generic message saying it couldn't process the image. This problem seems to show up more often with Ninja than the other styles, so I am going to ask the agent to address it immediately and fix the issue before moving forward. With that out of the way, let's rerun the app so we can test everything again. I haven't tried generating with the Ninja option yet after the last update, so I want to see if that finally works as expected. At the same time, I'll make it clear that all 4 style options, anime, ninja, cartoon, and the elemental, should now be fully functional. Let's also bring up access control. All of the styles, including elemental, should be available for free. The premium tier should only apply to users who want unlimited image uploads to generate more variations or explore additional art forms beyond the 4 main ones. I also noticed that the transformation preview in the hero section on the landing page still isn't showing correctly. The animation is supposed to display both the original image and the anima style version side by side, but right now that preview is missing one of the visuals. Let's ask the agent to make sure all images in that section display properly. Now we can try testing again. This time everything seems more stable. The transformation process no longer throws errors and the image generation appears to run as intended for each of the 4 styles. The error handling has clearly improved and the app is far more responsive. However, the quality of the generated images still isn't quite there. After attempting a full demonstration by uploading a photo and transforming it into anime, ninja, cartoon, and elemental styles, the results don't fully match the expected look. The anime outputs, for example, don't always resemble recognizable anime visuals. Some of them are off in tone. The ninja transformation also works more consistently now without errors, but the images don't resemble Naruto style art as they should. In addition, most of the images on the landing page still don't display properly. Many of them come from sources like Postimage, but the preview areas remain broken or blank. Let's bring this up again and ask for all of these looming issues to be fixed immediately. After that, let's continue testing each of the style options. The generated images now show improvements. The anime, ninja, cartoon, and elemental styles are functioning and returning outputs that are closer to the intended design, but the landing page visuals remain inconsistent. The Replit agent attempts to resolve this by retrieving images from multiple external sources. However, the app still fails to fetch many of those images correctly. Several preview areas remain blank and the expected visual examples just don't show up. Moving forward, let's explore all the buttons in the header navigation bar: styles, examples, testimonials, and pricing. Right now, none of these buttons lead anywhere. They don't have context pages or content attached to them. So I am going to ask the agent to build out the full contents of each section. Every button should load its own page with real content. On top of that, let's request animated transitions between pages, and I will specifically ask that these animations must feel playful and fluid, something that adds polish and fun to the experience. After the implementation, each of the header nav buttons displays properly. The associated pages load their content and the animations add a smoother and more enjoyable flow between sections. With that complete, let's now circle back to the image issues on the landing page. Even after multiple updates, the images retrieved from the site still aren't displaying correctly. The hero transformation section still fails to show both the original and the anime styled image. I'm going to explain to this agent that the original image should be a close-up photo of a man and the anime version should be the same subject, also close-up, styled as an anime character. Also, the previews for the different style options are still broken or not displaying at all. I'll ask the agent to resolve this fully so users can clearly see what each style looks like. After this update, the landing page images finally load. However, most of them are still placeholders and don't accurately reflect the actual generated results for each transformation type. They serve the layout for now, but visually they're not convincing representations of the final product. Some images still fail to appear completely. We will tell the agent that the ones that do load aren't always related to the styles they're supposed to represent, but they'll serve as temporary placeholders for now. It looks like the agent is also still having trouble retrieving images from external sites and hosting platforms. The only major issue left is that the elemental preview still doesn't display correctly. So we have to prompt again, asking the agent to properly show the elemental image on both the landing page and the styles page to make sure it's visible in both places. Following this final set of changes, all image previews display as expected. The elemental preview now appears in both locations. The landing page is complete and the transformation features across all 4 styles are now stable and visually improved. Now we all know that when an app finally starts to feel complete, that's when you notice the small things, the finishing touches that take it from functional to polished. Right now, most of the core systems are working well, but I want to make sure the experience feels cohesive from start to finish. So I'm going to run through all the features again to check for any lingering errors and begin rolling out the final revisions that will tie everything together. The first change I want to request is to introduce account creation and subscription visibility. At this stage, Stripe integration is already working correctly, so I will ask the AI agent for a login page where users can register or log in to their account. Once logged in, there should also be a dedicated profile page that shows whether or not the user is a paid subscriber. Alongside that, I will clarify that transformation access needs to be limited for free users. Unless they upgrade to premium, there should be a cap on how many image transformations they can make. Let's ask the agent to apply all of these changes. After the update, a login and registration page appears. Now, when a user successfully logs in, they're directed to an account page. This section includes account settings, subscription status, and other related details. It clearly shows if the user is on a free plan or a premium one. With that in place, I am thinking of adding one more visual touch to the app before wrapping up. A splash screen that adds some character the moment the app is launched. I will now send another prompt asking to implement a splash screen that includes a dynamic sparkling animation. It should display the app name front and center alongside the app logo, which is a simple magic wand icon. To maintain consistency, I also ask for that same wand icon to appear beside the app name in the header navigation bar. After the changes are applied, let's run through all the core features one more time. I am going to test each button, click through every page, and navigate the entire flow from start to finish to make sure nothing is broken and everything behaves as expected. Not gonna lie, the app really feels complete right now. All the components are working, the design is cohesive, and the experience is smooth across the board. Now that the final revisions are locked in, we will begin a full walkthrough to demonstrate how the app works from a user's perspective. It's kind of wild to think that just a short while ago, we were troubleshooting broken image previews and missing features. And now it's a fully functional SaaS product with user accounts, premium access, smooth transformations, and a polished UI from start to finish. It actually feels like something people would want to use and even pay for. If you've been following this build from the beginning, or even if you're just jumping in now, I hope this gave you a real behind the scenes look at what it takes to go from an idea to an actual working product with no code, just prompts and a bit of vision. So if you're into this kind of thing, AI tools, no code builds, app walkthroughs, feel free to like, subscribe, or drop a comment with what you'd want to see built next. I've got a lot more planned. Thanks for sticking around and I'll see you in the next one.